Welcome to greencardguys.tv. You need to know this. Do not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our CARES team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. Welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting, helping you secure legal status to live and work in America legally. All right, so you know what I do here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, you know what I do here. I share insights, point you in the right direction, answer your questions. Now, of course, with that being said, if you're asking a question like, am I eligible? You need to have a strategy session. If you're wondering like which pathway is best for you, you need a strategy session. But especially if you are, or you can go to my link and I think it's option 3 or 4, and then you can click for the free webinar. Okay, we roll those out like every couple of weeks or something like that. So it depends on a topic you're interested in. If you're just seeking general information, you can go to our website. We have free guides. I have a couple on my bio link, okay, that you can just download straight from there. Happy to share information. That's what we're about here, especially under the Trump administration 2.0. This is going to be a headache for everyone involved, whether you're a U.S. citizen filing for someone, your spouse, you're a permanent resident filing for your spouse, if you are U.S. citizen filing for your children, your fiance, it's all going to be a mess, if not already, okay? Now, I'm not saying that your case is like 2x time or 10x processing delay, but I can say that when President Biden took over, okay, 4 years ago, the main directive for the new USCIS director back then, Mendoza, what she was trying to do was reduce the processing times, but she was only in control of USCIS. She wasn't in control of State Department, right? And I think she and her USCIS was able to do that. So much so that interviews were waived. I found that pretty interesting. That's great for y'all. That's been great for our clients, but don't expect that to happen anymore. So if this has not happened yet, I'm pretty sure this memo of reducing the processing times is gone. Okay. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. If anything, something I just presented for an attorney roundtable for a networking group and another group that I just joined as a member a couple months ago about what to expect under President Trump, and just about H-1B alone, the data. I checked 4 years. I need to record a video so I can share my screen about that. But 4 years under President Trump, the first time, 1.0, over 200,000 applicants for H-1B were denied. Now, maybe rightfully so, right? But policies can dictate. Not saying the policy can say, oh, like you need to deny everyone, right? Not like that, right? But the policy of not giving deference to prior approvals significantly affected people. Okay, and now with President Biden, the last 4 years, okay, 2021 to 2024, about 30,000, a little over 30,000 H-1Bs applications were denied. So that's a significant drop. All right. So if you got denied when it was President Biden, then something was up your application. Okay. So let's see. Happy to answer your questions. Next time I'll have that that screen share ready for you. But let's go. Okay. So on TikTok, I like to show this screen. Okay. These processing times. All right, I need to get that ready for YouTube and Facebook next time. Okay, so if you have any questions, welcome to actually join as a guest, whether you're on any of these platforms. By the way, if you I don't like Meta so much. Let's be real. I don't think any of us like Meta so much. But if you do have a Facebook account or Instagram, someone did tell me last night that it's for boomers. But whatever. We still gotta use them for now. But if you have an account, please join me over there because I am questioning what's going on that app. Okay, we got a question on YouTube. Guadalupe, thank you for asking. You're asking, do I think processing times will reduce under Trump? I don't know. There's a couple of y'all that asked that. I don't know why y'all think that. I I'm pretty sure the policy that was under the memo under Biden of reducing processing times is going to go away. Like they're going to rescind that policy. So I don't know why y'all think processing time is going to get reduced with Trump. I mean, yeah, he has now created this Department of Government Efficiency, but I don't think that necessarily means that processing times will be reduced. I think that'll be like the USCIS could be the last objective to read in that sense with that department. Let's see. Thank you so much for your questions. Hey, what's up, Hung? Let's see here. Would I recommend filing online? You can only file online for certain applications. So if like you're, even though like I-130, 765, I-131, you can file online. Even I-131, it's not allowed for all types of scenarios. I know for re-entry permit, if you already have the green card, you can't do that online, uh, which sucks. I know because some people are abroad and they're like, oh shoot, you need to apply for that. Um, but 485, you cannot do that online. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I just saved you probably like an hour of your time answering that question. So you don't have to Google search. So if that was helpful, please tap the screen or click the like button on your respective channel. Really appreciate that. It goes a long way for, because what we're trying to do, as you know, is just trying to share information. Um, and by the way, if anytime you think I'm wrong, call me out. I'm at the computer here. I always want to make sure what I share with you is accurate. Absolutely. Okay. Uh, Guadalupe said, you asked because the last time they denied many applications without asking for more evidence. Thank you for your time. Yeah, sometimes the government does that, unfortunately. It's actually a courtesy of USCIS to send a request for evidence if they believe you're lacking in some evidence that's insufficient for the initial filing. So I do find it kind of bizarre that some law firms, some attorneys are like, "Oh yeah, we'll just file it, no big deal." And y'all, and so for us, we have certain filing. We're in Houston, Texas, but we accept clients anywhere. By the way, sorry, someone asked that. So some attorneys say if the client says, "Oh, I want to file like next week. I want to file tomorrow," some attorney will just agree with that. But in reality, um, well, I think part is because they can upcharge you. Some depends on their contract. For us, we have a max service level, which includes responding to requests for evidence. All right. So you have to think about that. Like we actually push back, resist our client's request to file it when we believe it's not ready. Okay. So thank you, Guadalupe, for bringing that up. Really appreciate that. Let's see. We got a guest on TikTok here. Heart of Love.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Okay, I have a question. I have a I-130 approved case for US citizen dad. Uh, with what is going on, should I be worried?
If you have an application on file, I mean, that doesn't necessarily like protect you 100%, but just a pro tip. I mean, they're not gonna come to your house unless you have some kind of arrest or crime. So you don't have to share that on the live show, of course. But I know a lot of people are concerned. I've been getting similar requests. Clients are calling in, but the thing is, just if you drive and you don't have a driver license, drive the speed limit. If you like to speed, get a laser detector, in that sense. But I know cops don't like to ask legal status, even though some conservative states like Texas, Oklahoma, and Florida pass those laws. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if that's
Because
helpful,
this
but
morning they actually had a raid in Newark, New Jersey, and they
yeah,
also detained a U.S. citizen who was a veteran also.
yeah, that was yesterday, I believe.
Oh,
But yeah, but usually I'm pull that up here on my browser. But usually it's at work. When there's an ice raid, usually it's like a workplace. I see it's a fish market. God damn, it's crazy. So, and usually when they do work raids, it's because of the employer, and unfortunately, it affects the people that work there, right? Um, so just keep that in mind. Depends where you work, I guess, in a way. If you
okay.
if you work
Okay.
at like a mom and pop shop, I don't think they're going to be targeting it, but like have 50 ICE agents at a mom and pop shop, because it's a numbers game. They're just going to try to get as many people in one swoop at a time. So I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
that provides peace of mind, but I just want to share that. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you. Bye bye. I should have asked her. Her dad sponsored her Heart of Love, so you're in the U.S. This sounds like a family preference because you sound over 21. So you need to consider filing waiver. That's my gut. You might want to keep that in mind, filing a waiver after your petition's approved. Okay, so you see how I can figure that out without knowing that much information? Okay. Let's get Unascus 3. Hello, what's going on? How can I help you?
Actually, sir, I had my ICE check-in in Houston. Then I moved my location to the Maryland. So right now I have my check-in with ICE and I have my defensive asylum as well, which is on October 29. And now I'm concerned, like, is it safe to go for the check-in ICE in Baltimore or not? Like, I'm not exactly sure.
I can't tell you not to go because if you don't go, there's a possibility they go to your home, right, where you live. So
Yeah, but like
yeah.
any scenario, like something happened there, like they catch people there or not, like without any reason, something like this.
Well, the thing is, you have an active application, right? You say you have asylum application on file?
Yes, I have filed my asylum.
Yeah. So y'all got to keep this in mind. You have due process rights. It's a bit different scenario if you have a removal order existing right now. But if you have an active case, I suspect they're not going to just, detain you for no reason because they can't just do that. Okay. So I hope that makes a difference from the stories y'all hear in the news.
So I have a question, like, do your clients go to ICE for check-in right now? If someone have right now, they
Yeah.
went there.
Yeah. Just
So
in
they have no
general. I
problem.
mean, I haven't had one this week, but just in general. Yeah. It's only been 1 week with Trump,
So
so I
they
can't
had
give
no
you that
problem.
much information. I don't have that much like anecdotal evidence for
Okay.
you. Wait, did you say you went already or you
Okay, I
are
got
going
it.
to go?
No, I had before in Houston. I have
Mhm.
check-in before, but now I have on 27 on Monday.
Okay. I mean, they have a decent computer system. They should have everything on file, but if just in case something happens in the system, like a technical glitch, bring a copy of your next court date or whatnot. So at least you say, "Hey, I got a court date. I haven't been removed." So in case they give you some trouble. But
Okay, so I mean I have
okay.
to show them like I have code and everything.
I mean, generally you don't have to, but I'm just saying if you want to prepare for the worst, have it handy just in
Okay,
case. Okay?
got it.
All
Got
right.
it. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck to you. Take care.
I really appreciate you giving me time.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Take care. All right. What I do here is I'm trying to save y'all 3 digits, y'all. So if you have a question and I was helpful to some extent, give some love, okay? Just click the like button on Facebook, YouTube, and if you're on Instagram or TikTok, just tap, 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 okay? Doesn't cost you anything, just a little exercise for your finger, okay? Really appreciate that. I see some comments on let me check out Instagram. Y'all a little quiet on Instagram. Let me go up here because that's Instagram sucks. But let's go to Hung on YouTube. There was a mistake when you sent in the AOS package last month. And on the tax return for your U.S. citizen wife for affidavit of support. She didn't update her marital status to married, and her legal name changed. She didn't update her marital status to married. What you mean? What you mean, hon? So on that the last tax return, were you actually married in that year? And so they're still single, and her legal name changed. When did her legal name change? At what point? Before or after you filed that package? And also, you submitted a evidence of legal name. Oh, well, you did submit evidence of the legal name change of the packet. Okay, that's good. Um, okay, before. So it looks like the only issue is maybe the tax return. I mean, if you got, let's say if you got married, like, well, is your name on the tax return too? I mean, if you want, you just talk to your CPA, just amend it just in case. But if it shows single, then your name's probably not on the tax return. But if your name's on that same tax return, sorry, I'm asking so many questions and you're responding, and I'm trying to figure out. So hopefully that makes sense. Maybe you're good, right? Because as far as I know, I'm not a CPA, right? But as far as I understand, let's say you got married like at any time after January 1st, let's say 2024, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to file the 2024 taxes together. But even for our clients, we advise y'all, even if you get married after January 1st, 2024, you just mark yourself as married. Filing separately, married, or married, file together jointly. So, but I wouldn't say it's a negative thing, but um, it just depends. You were married before the tax return. Okay. Well, it sounds like maybe you need to get that fixed just in case amended. All right, let's see. Let's go to. All right, y'all, don't be shy. I'm here for another 15 minutes. So please don't copy and paste your questions. I don't know. Is it something automatic for some of y'all that you're like copy and pasting questions? Because I really do try to go in order. And if you copy and paste the questions, I kind of have this deja vu thing. And I feel like I answered it already. And because that happens, I might skip your question. So, good morning, everyone. My name is John Ting. I secure your legal status to live and work in America legally. If you are interested in our services, of course, number one, conduct your due diligence. Read our Google reviews. I like to say we have 4.99 stars. So, check it out. You can find that on Google Business Profile. We have a physical office in Houston. We are legit. If you want to make sure I'm a lawyer, because I'm not really dressed like one, so you can ask me for my bar license. I'm happy to share that. No gatekeeping over here, okay? The chosen one asks, is green card holder safe? Clean criminal record whatsoever. In that case, yes, you are safe. But one example that comes to mind is where you're not safe is that if you travel abroad and you've been outside U.S. for more than 6 months, I don't think they're going to be giving us much leeway from these custom border protection officers at the airport. Okay, some of y'all got lucky and have been outside U.S. for more than 6 months, like consecutively. Um, and if you have, and you're about to come back to USA, make sure bring some freaking proof. You say like your family member has been sick abroad. You're a very nice family member. Of course, go visit them. Bring some proof. Bring the receipts. Okay, maybe some pictures. It's sad to say, if you have show pictures of your family member, you're like with them taking a selfie. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just weird. But you need some kind of proof. Okay, if you don't have the medical documents, something. But if you've been working outside America for more than 6 months and you say to the officer, well, my company made me. Okay, well, they'll respond to you and say, well, you could have got a different job. You could have got a reentry permit. Sir, ma'am, you have abandoned your permanent resident status. So if you have resident status right now and your company, you just have an idea. The company has not asked you to go work abroad or something, but you have an idea they might ask you because you should have an idea. It should say something in the job description, travel, occasional travel or something. You might want to go ahead and apply for the reentry permit because that thing takes like 6 months plus to process. And that should just be the easy button. That should not take so long. It's ridiculous. What's up, Kenashi? Welcome back. Thanks. I appreciate that comment. That people say business should be booming. Um, it should be booming. Business should be booming for it doesn't matter who the president is, right? It should be booming. Because you should be taking action. Okay, y'all. You should not. Someone commented. I remember someone said, "Well, I became president before President Biden got in office. 4 years have passed. So by now, I think that person said it's been at least 5 years since residency. That person could have applied to become a citizen already. Y'all, do not wait. If you are eligible for something, someone commented last night, someone said they've been married for 10 years. Now, look, I'm not trying to, I don't want to give you a hard time, but I got to, okay? I got to. That's why I'm here. I feel like a coach or something. Y'all got to take some action about your legal status. If you get an RFE, if you get an NOID, if you get a denial letter, don't feel sad for yourself. Pick yourself up and call a goddamn immigration attorney. Don't be calling your auntie, don't be calling your uncle, okay? Don't be asking your homie because they don't know immigration law. You need to contact an immigration attorney. Buyer beware. And when you do contact the immigration attorney, read the Google reviews. And I hate to say, some of my friends are really good attorneys, but on the business side, we have to ask you for reviews because if you don't see the Google reviews and you see one or two, that just seems a little suspect, right? It's just like a restaurant. You wouldn't go to a restaurant and be like, "This is a little suspect." You ask yourself like, or you tell your honey, "Hey, there's not many people in this restaurant. Is it good food?" Or you look at the Google reviews, you're like, "Oh, right?" So you got to treat the same way when you seek professional services, like a plumber, a lawyer, just anyway. Let me answer some questions now. Sorry, off my soapbox because a lot of y'all comment, have a meeting with us, and you complain about your prior lawyer or your auntie, uncle. Well, and sometimes y'all don't know, right? If you actually did the research, you just don't know. I mean, I recorded a video a couple days ago about this attorney in New York City. All my New York City attorney friends are like, "Bro, we know about this guy, this Nigerian American attorney, scammed thousands of people for like almost 10 years." And you know what? USCIS took at least like it probably took them 8 years to figure it out. How sad is that? They had the data, they showed it on the federal complaint, but anyways, okay. All right, all right. I need to play some music or something in the background. Let's see here. Thank you so much for your questions. I'm scrolling back all the way to the top. Hopefully y'all stayed on here. Okay. Kimmy, is TV is safe? It's supposed to be. Username 12171717. If you have a wedding date next year, can they still deport someone that doesn't have paper? I mean, yeah, you could be in the wrong place, wrong time, and they could still put you in removal proceedings. Now, when y'all use the word deport, you still have due process rights, okay? Except unless you have like expedited removal, like if you were previously removed, then that's a different story. What if someone does a fake marriage and you have reported them? I don't know. If you reported them, then congratulations. I don't know what you want me to say about that one. We don't really help with that situation. All we can say is go to ice.gov, but you said you reported them, so it looks like you've done what you had to do. And if letter and if anyone's on the channel wondering like why would this person report for fake marriage, you don't know this person's situation, but I know a lot of people have been abused and whatnot, and you hear from your friend and they've been abused and your friend doesn't have the willpower to report their own spouse or the situation, right? Because they're in the situation. So Yeah, everyone's got a different situation, so don't make this person feel bad, okay? We don't know her context. Good morning. Can you group all your traffic tickets into one section, an additional info page? Yeah, we put like see addendum and or whatever they call it. Yeah, addendum, I believe, and they'll look at that. Uh, user 8320 and 600. Your green card is 22 years old, expired. What if you have? What do you? I don't know what you have to go. I don't know how your question. Raymond, you got a question. Welcome to ask. Let's see. Y'all still shy on Instagram? Okay. Um, let's see. Dennis, you enter with 212 D5 waiver, and you're now married to a citizen. Congratulations, felicidades. Uh, now, can you follow up with a 45? Yeah, whole package. Okay. It sounds like maybe you filed the I-130 petition already. If so, then yes, the 485 is next. I can read some Spanish. Thanks for testing my Spanish language. Elizabeth, you were brought here to the US since you were a baby. You applied for DACA back in 2021, but now it got shut down. What else are you eligible for? Elizabeth, yeah, you have to. I got to record a video about DACA. The news just came down yesterday and the day before. Um, but yeah, schedule a strategy session with us. In that situation, you need to speak to one of our premier associates. If you are interested in our services and you have a decent idea you're eligible, then go ahead and select option number one. You're going to speak to a client care specialist. We believe that you shouldn't have to pay 3 digits just to find out if we can offer our services to you. And I appreciate that a lot of y'all want to just verify, and we're happy to do that just for y'all. Okay, for this right here, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Okay, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You get that peace of mind if we can help you or not. Okay. You don't have to pay 3 digits. The only time you got to pay 3 digits is if you believe, well, number one, you want answers from an attorney. Okay. We truly believe in providing access to attorneys for y'all. But the thing is, you got to pay 3 digits for the time because most of the time is focused on fulfilling the service for our clients and conducting due diligence. XOXO Marlene, thanks for asking on Instagram. I had seen your question briefly for a second on TikTok. Is there a way you can look up to see if there's a deportation order out for you? If you have an A number, yes, we can find that for you. You got one? I can pull it right now. If you don't have an A number, then that's going to be difficult. You still can find out. If you know you had a court date before, well, let's put it this way. If you had a court date and you didn't show up, then yeah, there's a removal order. But yeah, there's still a way to get a copy of that if you want it. It's called a public information request. Okay, y'all, I got 5 minutes, then I gotta hop to a meeting. All right. Arif, can you enter US with expired green card? Man, that's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough one. Anything is possible, right? But yeah, just expect they're gonna give you a hard time. So at the very least, file the daggum I-90 online to renew your green card. Okay? At the very least. So if you go to customs, you're at the airport, you can have a copy, right? Copy of the receipt notice because you're gonna have the My USCIS portal, okay? And show it to the officer. Now don't go up in there at the customs line and just have it like shoved in their face, okay? Don't bring attention to it. All right. Let the customs officer ask questions when they get to it. Maybe they might not see the expiration date. You just never know. Now, keep in mind, they can give you an issue though, right? Because I mean, if a driver license expires, you cannot drive, right? If a permanent resident card expires, you shouldn't be traveling, right? Abroad, at least outside. But you don't lose your resident status even though your resident card expired. But it is proof of ability to travel. Okay. So hope that Hope that makes sense. All right, and that distinction. I probably need to record a video about that too. All right. I think an answer. Oh, I got someone. Christopher Gore. What's up, Christopher? You're processing it right now. How can I help you?
Hey, hello.
Hello, sir.
So I have kind of a weird situation. Like I'm visiting Ohio, my girlfriend for long distance from Mexico. I have a permit that expires next week, so I already have my flight back to Mexico. But we were wondering, so I mean, we do want to get married, but we don't know if like it would look suspicious if I get married and then go back to Mexico, or should we just get engaged and then work on getting married afterwards?
What do you have right now? You got visitor visa or border crossing card?
Yeah, the border crossing card, I guess, is the B1, B2, the tourist one,
Mhm.
and I have my permit to visit Ohio.
Okay, and so for me to answer your question, as you could probably guess, it's a difficult one because what's your intent after you go back to Mexico? Do you intend to, the good thing is that when you re-enter legally with your crossing card, you're not going to have, they're not going to have that information about your marriage, as far as I know, right? But do you have you have work or a business that you need to attend to back in Mexico?
Uh, I actually just quit my job recently, but I mean, I'm planning on getting a new job. But yeah, the goal is to get double citizenship eventually in the long run for
Okay.
both of us.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, for both of you. So you might like for her to go back, your future spouse to go back to Mexico with you.
As well, yes.
Yeah. Well, I would love to do the same too, man. That'd be great. But that part just, yeah, just timing, right? Because if depends how long you think you're going to be out of USA and back in Mexico, and then so just game planning. Like if you were to stay, you're in your fiance is a citizen.
Yes.
Okay. So the USCIS, first of all, I can tell everyone that I'm not condoning anyone, not promoting someone to overstay their visa, but I can tell you that we have many clients, my colleagues, my friends have many clients that have overstayed and got green card through marriage, to a US citizen, no, but not to a permanent resident. So here's the difference here. The USCIS policy manual, the law says that a person you're married to a US citizen, they filed for you, it waives automatically the unlawful presence afterwards. Okay, and you can actually work so without the work permit, but that's a very specific relationship in that sense. Okay, so but yeah, I mean, we have clients that you get married like now, right, and then you leave and eventually come back. We've had that scenario too, but just you just have to future think because people ask me a question like, is Trump going to make it longer or shorter? If anything, longer processing time. So you got to figure out. Preferably, you should figure out if you have business or work to attend to in your country, then you probably want to do the consular processing where you're outside America. But let's say you for example, you just mentioned you just quit that job, right? So you could just stay here and then get the whole process done here first, and then go back to Mexico or wherever afterwards. Yeah, but it's generally less processing time. While in America, we call it adjustment of status versus consular processing abroad, just generally speaking. Okay.
Yeah, because technically my visa doesn't expire. It's just my permit. The I-94.
Yeah. That's a big deal. That's very important to follow that if you don't intend to overstay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Good luck to you. You're welcome to schedule a meeting if you want to talk about it more.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right. Take care. Bye. Maybe he doesn't like the cold. What did he say? He was in Ohio? Yeah, Ohio's pretty cold, man. Not for me. I used to live in New York for law school, and that was cold enough for me. Back in Texas, man, this weird weather in Texas, 20 degrees earlier, I think, or yesterday, and then it shot up to like 40 degrees. This is very confusing weather. All right. Shoot, I think I have a meeting right now. Okay. You're welcome, XOXO Merlin. King Ezra. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Good morning.
How can I help you?
Yeah, I have a question. I have a conditional drink app, and it's gonna expire in December, but I have to travel international to my home country, and I'll be back in April. I'll be leaving this month, and I'll be back in April. Am I safe to travel and come back safely on the conditional green card?
Okay, you got a conditional green card. And do you have any arrest or criminal history?
No, I've never been arrested before. No.
Okay, that's good. Okay. If you got conditional resident card and it's still within the 2 years or it's outside of 2 years, like past it.
Yeah, it's still in the years.
Okay.
It's going to us in December.
Oh, this December, 2025. Okay. I mean, you're good to travel. I was just making sure because people that, have the 2-year card and it's past the 2 years, then you have to, of course, file the remove conditions that you get the extended automatic extension 48 months receipt notice. But I don't, that was under Biden. I don't know what's going to happen with Trump, if they're going to allow the extension automatically like that.
So
Okay.
my case, I can travel with a condition I come back safely.
Yeah, a lot of clients
happen.
travel with a conditional resident card. Yeah. You haven't traveled yet? You got to take advantage of that as soon as you can. Just make sure it's not less than 6. It has to be less than 6 months traveling. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take 2 months in Africa and come back.
Okay. That country in Africa it's not a Muslim country, right? I hate that I asked this question, but it's not on the list. Last time Trump had a travel ban.
Okay.
Okay, if it's not, then you're good to go. Okay. All right. Good luck. Let us know. Come back. Let us know how your vacation went. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you, King Ezra. Take care. I feel bad for all of us, really. There's nothing I can control, right? But I feel bad that we have to even ask these questions. If we can travel domestically, go on a cruise, man. But if you want to make sure, absolutely welcome to ask. But of course, any kind of travel questions, I can only generalize here on the live show. But if you just want to verify specifically for yourself, especially if you have criminal history, you probably don't want to share that online, right? That's okay. Then you schedule a strategy session with our team. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, you click on the profile, click on the link under my picture. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, it's down below in the description box. Okay, take advantage of it. I mean, I saw someone on TikTok, an attorney was charging $800. Okay, that's not me. Okay, and when that happens, like, am I going to get value out of that? Like, I don't feel like they want to meet you in that situation. I love to talk with all y'all, man. I don't get to meet people that awesome. Stuck at home. My home is prison now. My office is just kidding. Who get? Where are we located? Houston, Texas. How much is consultation? I can't actually tell you. I know it's ridiculous, but I don't want to violate terms and conditions. But if you click the link below, I believe it's affordable. Click the link below and it'll show you. Okay. If you click option 1, if you're interested in our service, it's going to cost as much. Promo code is Pookie Bear. Okay. I dare you to enter the code Pookie Bear in our form. We just got to have a little fun. Okay. Life's too short to be so serious, but we will be serious about your case. Okay. If you want a serious law firm that will take your legal status, your legal predicament, your situation, your RFE, your NOID, your denial seriously, find us at Green Card Guys. Okay. We're all over the place online in a positive way, I hope. I think I can only let one more person on. Sorry, I had a meeting. I asked my team for 10 more minutes. So let's get Carol. But follow and click the bell for future notification. What's up, Carol?
Hello.
How can I help you?
I just had a quick question. I filed concurrently, employment based, in December. My I-140 is pending. I received a notice for that, but my 485 was rejected on the same day as the I-140, and the notice did state that something to do with the final dates of action, but when I filed,
Mhm.
I'm current. So my question is there a possibility USCIS makes such a mistake?
Oh yeah, it's certainly possible. Let's pull. I pulled up the visa bulletin, and
Yeah, so it's EB2. My priority date was July 23, and I filed in December, received a notice in January, and resubmitted the file again January still, because February the bulletin changes. So
right. Well, with your accent, I suspect you're not from China, India, Mexico, or Philippines.
no,
So you're in the
no.
left column, EB2. Right now, look at the February bulletin, which of course really I should be looking backwards. But February bulletin says April 2023. You said yours 2022?
No, 23. I am July 23. So for November, December, and January, they asked to use the dates of filing instead of the final action date.
Oh, okay.
And then in February is when they start using the final action date.
Ah, okay. All right, well, let me pull up. You filed around like November last year. Let's pull
Filed
up
December,
December.
early December, concurrently. And then the I-140 is now pending since this January, early January, but the 485 was rejected the same day that the
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Shoot. Yeah, because if it's true, dates for filing action. There's like two different websites you have to check. They make it very annoying. I wish it was all in one. But yeah, dates chart B, dates for filing for employment based. Yeah, EB2 shows August 2023. So if your prior date was earlier than that, yeah, you should have been able to file the 45.
Okay, I did resubmit and I sent like evidence
Mhm.
for so the November bulletin, December bulletin, and the January bulletin. I just wanted to make sure that suffices and I'm not disrespecting any office I need to see.
You give him disrespect. You tell him what's up. Okay, you got to. But no. Did you also provide the USCIS visa bulletin page where it shows you can use the
Yeah.
chart B?
Yes, that's those are what I
Okay.
printed out and was sent out again.
Okay.
I
Good.
just didn't want to get rejected again, because if I get rejected in February for that reason, then I'm not current anymore.
Right.
Technically, because I think the receipt they will use is when I file, not when I filed concurrently that December.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. We use this legal phrase that nunc pro tunc, what it should have been at the time of filing. So, but yeah, let us know. Okay, let us know how it works for you. I can't guarantee anything,
Okay.
of course, but let us
I
know.
will
I'm pretty
follow
interested.
and I'll keep you in touch as well.
Okay. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry. When y'all finally not shy anymore, now you want to join the live show, but now I got to go to a meeting. Amity, Amity-san, yeah. Well, I know you're in Seattle, Amity. So you're what, 2 hours ahead, two time zones backwards. But yeah, I try to start the live show in the morning time, 9:30 these days, Central Time. So trying to kind of maybe switch it up. Sometimes y'all, if you're new, the last like 3 months I've been going late at night, but that's not good for my health. So I'm trying to do a switcheroo and do it in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. All right, stay tuned. Follow my channel because, as you know, there's a shit ton of news happening. I'm trying my best to not say it's like breaking news. Okay, don't want to alarm anyone. We all knew this was happening, So I'll keep you all updated. You know what's gonna happen. So where to get the news about immigration. I appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day, and I might come on later. We'll see. All right.